I'm David Fleming from the Disciples Ignited YouTube channel, where we're focused on Jesus, advancing his kingdom, and preparing his disciples. Now we're studying the wilderness journey, how the Lord is using Moses to take the Israelites out of their slavery in Egypt, miraculously through the Red Sea and into the wilderness, where the Lord is going to teach and train the Israelites important lessons that they need to really get into their lives so that they will be successful in fulfilling their destiny in the promised land. Now, one of the most important lessons the Lord needs to teach the Israelites is how to live by faith instead of by their feelings, instead of what they can see circumstantially. This is a very difficult lesson for them, and I tell you, it's a difficult lesson for us today, but it is a lesson that we all need to learn. As Paul told the Corinthians, for we live by faith, not by sight. Well, we find the Israelites have already been led at the very beginning into the wilderness, and they have already encountered quite a few difficult situations. And in each situation, the Lord's answer was, live by faith, put your trust in me, and I'll see you through to victory. And the Lord did, although they didn't really live by faith. They grumbled and they complained. But the Lord was teaching them. He was preparing them. And so finally, the time came that the Lord allowed the Israelites to be attacked by the Amalekites. We read about it yesterday. If you really need to listen to the previous two videos so that you'll catch up. But we read in Exodus chapter 17, verses 8 through about 13. The Amalekites came and attacked the Israelites at Rephidim. Moses said to Joshua, choose some of our men and go to fight the Amalekites. Tomorrow I will stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hands. So Joshua fought the Amalekites as Moses had ordered, and Moses and Aaron and Ur went to the top of the hill. As long as Moses held up his hands, the Israelites were winning. But whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites were winning. When Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. Aaron and Ur held up his hands, one on one side, one on the other, so that his hands remained steady until sunset. So Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with the sword. Now, in yesterday's video, we emphasized the importance of two things that are paramount in this passage. First of all, prayer. Moses, Aaron, and Ur went up to a mount to pray, while Joshua was in active obedience, obeying the command of the Lord to fight the Amalekites. Now, it wasn't just the prayer that won the victory, while that was of vital importance, but it wasn't just the warfare of Joshua that won the victory. No. It was both prayer and obedient action. That's what gave them the victory, and that's what's going to give us the victory as we follow Jesus. But what is important in concerning prayer is this. Moses was praying, and he was holding up the staff of God over the battle as he looked upon the battle that Joshua and the army of Israel had against the Amalekites. And that represented really holding up the name of the Lord. He was holding up the staff of God. It's holding up the name of the Lord. It's like he was praying. He was lifting his hands up in prayer. But when he got tired and that staff got heavy to hold, Aaron and Ur just sat him down on a rock, and one grabbed one arm of Moses and the other grabbed the other one. And they held his arms up. That shows us the need for body ministry, for praying together with your brothers and sisters as a body, united in focus and united in heart, united in prayer to the Lord. That is what gave Joshua the victory that day. The prayer of the body, Moses, Aaron, and Ur, and the obedient action of Joshua and the army of Israel.